Sports.
I've never done that, by the way.
Alabama, Texas recap, man. Alabama played Texas yesterday. Barely escaped. 2019, number 2 Alabama took. Well, they were one, wasn't it?
Right.
Probably.
Yeah, one in whatever Texas was. 19.
They weren't ranked at all.
1-0.
Well, there they go. Alabama won 2019. What's y'all recap?
Good game.
Great game. Loved every minute of that shit. Great game.
A lot of it, I was driving to the pod. I ain't never did that shit ever in my life, fool. I plugged my phone up to the radio and basically listened to it like it was talk radio. I ain't never did. I was listening. It was Hulu Live, and I just was listening. I ain't never did that shit, and that shit still was interesting. Goddamn.
You know it's a radio station.
I know, but I ain't got all that shit. I pay for Apple Music. I play for Apple Music. I ain't got, my radio has 95.7 and 104.1.
My nigga got a solution for you.
You know, it's a radio like 95.7. It's a sports station.
I ain't want to hear them. I want to hear the Hulu people talk.
You wanted to hear
Who's on ESPN?
You want to hear the Fox people?
Yeah, man. I want to hear the real game. I don't want to hear the radio station people talk. I want to hear that shit so I can see it. Go across the me. I like the voices.
So how'd you think about the game, though?
I'm telling you, this nigga told us about his radio.
Told about his drive in.
Nigga got a JBL radio. Kenwood.
I don't even know what's in that bit, but it was good, man. It was a good game. It was real good. It was real competitive. I do think I know people say if was a feel. Fuck y'all. I think that
if Airworth, whatever his name is,
if he didn't get hurt,
Airworth,
it's a different game. I know for a fact it's
that
a
boy
different
was
game.
as advertised.
Yeah, man.
Texas got something on their hands with him.
That boy look good.
Do he need to cut his mullet?
No.
Because he said if we lose this game, I'm cutting my mullet.
Do we know if he said that?
I think that was bullshit.
Yeah, do we know if he really said that?
He said if he said about 50, I don't know.
But I'm saying, do we know that he said that?
No, but
because everybody
If
posted that same damn picture.
If the internet said it, he said it.
See that, and the internet think Kendrick better than Drake. So you can't listen to the internet. They fucking nuts.
Yeah, if he played, I'm with you, Hoop. That boy is as advertised. Sark is a hell of a fucking play caller, boy. That boy is magnificent at calling plays. He just get people in the right space
all the time,
and he really good at exposing and exploiting the defense, man. And
do you think it's something about he recruited? What's the Alabama quarterback name?
Young.
He worked with him. He
Know
know
his limitations.
He know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, I mean that helps. I
just think
helps,
the nigga had
but
a brilliant ass defensive scheme yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they just
against
played
the
good.
quarterback that he know.
Well, no, I think it was that, but then also that quarterback that he knows when it was crunch time and it was time to do what you had to do, he did it. Even if that
made
coach
a
knows
play.
him or not.
Hell
And
yeah.
even if that coach knows him, shit, he couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah, and that's why shit. All the other assistants that know Nick Saban, shit,
Loses.
nigga 92-1 versus them niggas. Because I mean, it's one thing to know it, but you got to implement that shit when you get on the field.
And you still got to have Alabama players. Sometimes it does come down to that. I'm sorry.
I like the way Texas look though.
Texas look good.
Right.
They do. They're ready for the SEC.
Yeah. Well, they better ramp up for it. I think.
Well, they'll
I think
be
that's what they
ramped
doing.
up by then.
Yeah, if they play like this, they're
But it's
good.
2024.
I mean, man,
When
I was
they
just
in
finna
SEC
say that.
like
I'm
that.
so confused of when they coming because some teams coming into the Big 12 next year. Texas still gonna
I
be
thought
there,
it was 2024.
and they might pay out to get to the SEC early. Because I think they ain't supposed to come to
It's
25.
going to be a big bill, too.
Hell yeah.
I know it's going to
Yeah.
be a big bill.
Yes,
too.
Lord.
Big
But they
12,
got it.
Texas
They
got it.
They got it.
They
Hell
money
yeah.
long.
They called made of steel.
Yeah.
Alabama
Made of oil. Them
Alabama
got an oil
wasn't-
card.
Right. That shit.
First oil card.
They called extra heavy.
Pour some
goddamn.
liquid in that
Nigga,
shit.
forklift for that shit.
Alabama wasn't really impressive to me.
Yeah.
They got some problems that I feel like they don't have nobody who can stretch the field. And being that they don't have anybody who can stretch the field, they got to sit there and dink and dunk. I don't know if they work out good for
There
them.
was a lot of exposure happening yesterday.
You think it's early?
I mean, of course it's early.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But also, usually you would see that Alabama receiver that you know is the next.
What
I
I
don't think
think
they
is-
have a next.
I think
Now.
that you never see it until you see it. Like sometimes it'd be a game or two and it'd be 6 different people. And then by game 5, somebody got 700 yards.
No,
No.
The last 3-4 years they've been spoiled. You knew who
exactly
it
who it
was.
was going to be, right?
Yeah, you knew it. You knew it was Jamison Williamson, and you knew it was
Devontae.
Devontae. You knew it was
Right.
Waddle.
Yeah.
I just think it's in reverse.
Last year, who it was?
Mitch.
You knew,
Right.
Mitch and
So,
Williams.
but you've known it.
Right. So what I mean by that is it just changes. No, you don't know who that receiver is, but their quarterbacks have been just regular old bums that we think are regular old bums. And I think that this year that their quarterback is so superior that all of those guys will be who he needs them to be.
Yeah.
So he's going to be the
Haven't they
Mexi.
put-
He's
haven't
going to
They
be.
don't have nobody to stretch the field.
Haven't
That's
they
gonna be a
put
problem.
two quarterbacks in the NFL?
But they ain't been him. Like they ain't been a fucking Heisman Trophy winner at their freshman year. They ain't been him. I ain't gonna lie about that. Yes, they have, but they ain't been him.
Okay.
And they just
You
been
don't won the
guys.
Heisman last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Was that run
As a freshman.
Was that run?
He had somebody could stretch that goddamn field. He don't have that this year.
Was that run a Heisman moment? Or is it too early to be a Heisman?
That whole
moment?
game, that whole fourth quarter was a Heisman moment.
You think it's too early and
I
the
looked
voters
at-
might forget?
Nah, I think they know. They know that he did what he had to do to beat Texas. And in your Heisman, you're gonna always have that. You're gonna have that game where, hey, you didn't have the best of games early, but you came on like he was like 11 for 17 for the first three quarters. And in the fourth quarter, he's 17 for 20, some shit like that with double the
And-
yards and the touchdown and the game-winning drive. That's what they be remembering when it comes to the Heisman. Like, hey,
That was
did
a
all
big
this-
ass play.
You know, what I'm
Huge.
saying? So,
That was a big play. They
And-
lose that game if he don't make that play.
Yes. And also, they had the most penalties in Saban era.
Yeah.
it still won.
Right.
But you know what?
Came in.
I told
Number 31 lined up outside like,
The first three goddamn
yeah,
on the
like, what
first
the fuck
drive.
is you doing?
Kool-Aid had 500 pass interferences.
Man, that nigga got drunk.
Man,
Off
boy.
of Kool-Aid.
I say this, and I still stand by it. Every time Alabama lose, they lose the same way. To me, that's a mark of a system. It's a machine. Them niggas lose. Every time they lose, it looks the exact same.
A mobile quarterback.
It'd be a lot of penalties. They just don't ever look right. Every time they lose, they never look right. And you can see it really early.
Yeah.
So that's why Bama doesn't scare me because I think that they had the worst game that they're gonna have all year, and they won it.
I think this is just wide open.
And I hate
Like,
the motherfucker.
Do you think it's more balanced
I
this year?
think it's more balanced across the board.
I
Like,
don't.
I don't think there's
this
just
one year.
one dominant ass team in no conference. I don't. Well,
Georgia look
Georgia,
pretty
they
goddamn
look pretty good,
man.
but if you put them against Sanford, they're gonna look great. And then Oregon, that's the
Talk about some other people. I saw USC look kind of good
Them
offensively.
niggas-
Offensively, good.
USC did.
Hey, look, we were
Good
talking about
points, though.
Pittsburgh and the Addis, but they
look good, too.
I see why he went to USC.
Yeah,
That
they-
nigga good, that boy there.
God damn, boy.
That boy,
And he gonna get $1 million.
He even look live at USC University. I like, all right.
You get it now, huh?
Yeah, leave. Fuck Pittsburgh. Y'all nigga Tennessee losing ass niggas.
Still state. Get the fuck out. I want some sun and beaches. He out there chilling and making $1 million. They ain't getting 100 yards.
But no, I guess that's why this football season starting off so great, man. This shit seems like it's so even. It's not a dominant ass team right now. It don't appear to me.
Especially not Florida like you thought they would.
Man, boy, them boys, I don't know what the fuck them nigga did yesterday.
Oh, I know what they did.
God
Lost.
Damn.
Beat Florida.
We ain't gonna lose, but one game can't get rid. I'm telling you that.
Technically, that's just one game. I said.
Quarterback came
I mean, we
out.
can be
Man,
like we can't
come
win
on,
them all.
Todd. You got
So y'all going undefeated? Y'all going undefeated for the rest of the
year?
season?
I just told you.
Oh,
man.
no,
No,
no, there
I'm
another
asking a
one.
question.
I just shut the fuck up and let me answer.
Tell that nigga Todd.
He told you too, bitch. No, you were talking.
But hang on, I want to hear.
Yeah.
So I'm shutting up.
But no,
glad
man,
you had to shut up.
I mean, I just said that it's not as dominant right now. I don't see a dominant ass team. I just said that. So
No.
That ain't what we
I don't
asked you.
think-
No,
I don't
nigga,
think-
that ain't what we asked
Well,
you.
what you
Nigga
asked
say
me?
I'm about to
Let
say
me
it.
ask you a
That's what I
direct
shut up
question.
for?
Oh, ask me
Let me
the
ask you a
direct
direct question. How many games is Florida gonna lose this year?
Same shit we asked you
now-
last
The
week.
rest of this year.
Now,
No,
for
just
the
this
duration
year.
of
Just this year.
Okay.
You gotta go
This
the
year.
rest.
Shit. Well,
Nigga be Utah.
He done changed his tone. He changed his
yeah.
whole tone since last week. Damn.
two.
Two more?
I say two. No, two, including the one we all just.
So only Georgia?
That if we lost, yeah, I think that'll be the one that we lose again.
Come on, man. Go through the schedule and just count on win or loss. Come on. You don't even sound like
Man,
you
we ain't
being
got all
for
that
real.
time.
Man,
for
we
this
wasting
Florida,
time
right?
on Florida. Florida finna lose 4 games this year.
Oh,
Facts.
5, 6.
3-4 games. And
I
that's a
said
fact.
two. To answer your question, Joe. We can move.
He said
How
one
many
last week.
you got, Joe?
4, 5. They gonna lose shit. They still gonna lose to Texas A&M.
Georgia.
They still gonna lose to
LSU.
Georgia.
Maybe LSU.
LSU gonna be a nail biter.
They're gonna
And
lose to Florida State.
Florida State.
Tennessee.
They might lose to Florida State.
And possibly Vandy because Vandy quarterback been looking good. So that might be the surprise.
Not Vandy. Vandy got beat.
They've been
And then how
I
trash
know,
they is.
surprise.
And late in the season, they might fuck around and lose to South Carolina.
Carolina,
Because their season gonna be over with by then. Bums.
I got you.
Yeah, they are who we thought they were.
Yes, Florida.
Notre Dame out to 0-3 start. Expected a shocker.
Are they on?
I'm a bit shocked at
Yeah,
that.
no, the quarterback, their head coach is 0-3. They're 0-2 this year.
Yeah, they on 2.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, they say he lost his first 3 games, the bowl game.
Oh, the bowl game.
Yeah,
Okay.
And no Notre Dame coach has ever done that. But that shouldn't count.
It doesn't. Yeah. It does, but it doesn't. We looking at if you go 0-3 this year, is he in hot water?
He in hot water.
Like Scott Frost said.
He was in hot water for being black.
He was. That's why even at Notre Dame, that's why
I think he's straight.
I think Notre Dame knows that he's black and you can't just fire him.
That's why I kept trying to say that
they
yesterday.
They did Willingham like that.
Yeah, Willingham.
I think that was it.
They gave him a chance.
That was 20 years ago.
They gave him a chance.
And I never thought Willingham was that good. I think this
He was
guy
good
is good.
before?
I think this guy's good.
Like the major thing is 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know they can't just fire a black man right
Yeah,
now.
they stuck with him for a minute.
Yeah, you got to give him 2 years at least, which is still short as fuck.
Y'all gave Charlie Weiss a long time. Y'all gave no, don't do my
Charlie
man
Weiss
like
had a lot of time and a lot of millions too, because that nigga got paid like a motherfucker.
He
Charlie
had
Weiss,
some good seasons in there.
not enough. He had the Brady Quinn days though, right?
I can't
Was he
remember
Brady
Notre
Quinn?
Dame, man.
Yeah.
That's so relevant.
Who was that coach when Bama beat him and they broke my band back? I'm thinking Texas, but no, Brady Quinn. Then Brady Quinn play. I'm thinking McCoy. Then Brady Quinn play Bama, or did he not?
I don't
did.
know.
I think he played in one of the 4.
And I think he lost to
in the
Bama,
playoffs
right?
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, they get their ass
And I
kicked.
think that
they been
was
getting
the-
their ass kicked since tail.
No, that was Book, I think.
Ian Book?
That was Book. Clemson beat the shit out of theirs in the Final Four game.
Okay. Charlie Weiss was decent though, but so that's why I don't compare him because ain't none of them been 0-2 or 0-3.
Whatever happened to the white safety they had? That was good as fuck.
He was a white safety.
And he couldn't make it in the NBA. I mean NFL.
Neither.
Yeah, boy, wow.
I'm just saying.
Y'all boy, wow. Y'all had that
No
now.
offense, but it's not that.
Shit.
Like for real, man. Like to be like a white safety, like you got to be one of the Minnesota Vikings. White, you got to be exceptional. Not exceptional. You got to be up to par. I ain't gonna try to make it different because you white or you black, nigga. You got to be that.
You don't.
You got to be running
I
like.
can only really
Black,
name 2.
white.
Lynch.
You got to be Eric Dawkins.
Lynch and Seahorn. For
It's just history, shit. You ain't gotta. We gotta tread the line. Like
Right. That's why I ain't.
history has shown that we haven't seen it much.
Yeah. 2 of them. Jason Sehorn.
For 2 years.
And they tried to put him at cornerback. That shit worked out terribly.
John Lynch plays that.
I know, but I'm saying they moved Jason Sehorn to safety because he sucked so bad at cornerback.
Oh, that do bit of progression.
Yeah, nigga, go back there.
Yeah.
Go make tackles.
Like when Charles Wilson got a little old, they put him at safety.
He didn't even get a chance to get old though.
Yeah, that is
He was about to just take a year.
Nigga was in his prime.
Nah, you go at the safety.
Ass out of here.
You got what's his name with the gap? The DN. You got him in front of you. You gonna,
Seahorn.
you know.
Appalachian State knocked
I
off
mean, straight hand.
24 Texas A&M 17-14. They went crazy in the streets up there too, man. I don't know if y'all saw that, but it looked fun like a motherfucker. It was raining. You could just imagine being in college, drunk, leaving the game. You done had a big win. Appalachian State knocked off Texas A&M. It's nothing new for them. They beat Michigan a few years back, shoelacing them.
Shoelace.
Texas A&M, are they in trouble? Or they'll bounce back?
They're paying Jimbo too much money. I don't think they can afford to buy him out right now.
Oh,
I think they give him a year. I think they give him a year. I think they even give him 2 years because no matter what,
I
he's
think he got to the end of his damn contract.
Like he got to the end of his life.
That nigga got he got a really loaded team, but they freshmen.
so there's nothing he can do to get fired.
Yeah, it's a lot
Lord,
anybody
boy.
can do to get fired,
Exactly.
but nothing
Lord,
on the
12.
field.
Right. So no. I mean Scott Frost, who got fired today,
No.
and they believed in you so much, and then you was so bad that you got fired.
Texas A&M can go 8-4 this year. He'll be just fine. They got freshmen, fool.
I agree, but I don't think they're going to take 8-4 for more than 2 to 3 years.
No. Next year he got to be in playoff contention. Year
Exactly.
after that,
Then that's what I'm saying.
They,
So that's
they
what-
expect him to win.
So my point is 3 years.
Do y'all?
They gave what Kevin Sumlin, that man was there for a long ass time, bro. He ain't
Well,
go to championship.
There wasn't the Texas A&M
Yeah.
to win and to spend all of that
And
money.
They never had top
and
recruiting
they
classes
over
like that.
exceeded expectations at that time.
They
too.
spent $80 million this year on players. Shit.
One thing about it, I think Jimbo is gonna be straight where he is.
I think Jimbo got some trouble. I've been telling y'all this for a minute. Jimbo
spending too much money now, man.
Jimbo offensive style is archaic.
Yeah,
It's old now.
Old Jameis Winston.
Yeah, it's a new day, man. If y'all don't see, if you want more proof, look at Kiffin, look at what Sark called, look at wherever Scott Frost go. He probably gonna be at Alabama being the analyst. You know what I'm saying? And eventually help him call plays.
He'll get resurrected.
Right. Because those people have a new school style of calling plays. It's just a different way of doing it. And I don't think Jimbo has that.
He lines up and plays football. There's no movement. There's no deception. It's just I think I could beat you 1-on-1 or scheme wise. You can't do that no more, man. These new offenses, they move around like Sark. He's gonna move. He's gonna motion. He's gonna come up in this formation and end up in this formation and then motion to this formation and 1-on-1 over here with a linebacker on the fastest running back in the world.
I hate to say it. The new school version of football is more so on the coordinator
than the offense,
than the quarterback.
Because he has the players.
Does his style of offense hurt his defense as far as like practice wise?
Who?
Jimbo.
No, it's just that they're not good. Yeah, because they're not good.
But I'm saying they're practicing against that offense that they not probably gonna see.
I don't know. I don't think that matters as much because there are some teams who has the most dominant defense in the world and they be practicing against bums.
That's true. Baltimore Ravens.
You know, so
yeah.
I don't think it's that. I just think that it's the coaches, it's the scheme, it's all of the things that go into that. And defensively, they can be great simply because they got the right scheme going against real good players.
He better hurry up before Texas come because them boys and Buddy still gonna have to be there.
They ain't far behind.
Yeah, Texas looking.
But no, Buddy might be gone. But I don't know when they coming.
Shit, he might be out of there next year because you got little Peyton Manning nephew coming.
Hell nah, he better catch the clipboard. That'd be Buddy junior year.
Hey, buddy, I don't care about what you say. Errors, whatever the nigga name is.
If he play like that,
the truth.
If Sarkisian called plays like that, and he's effective,
And
like
he will be
was,
back. It was a contusion. It wasn't even a separated shoulder.
He's supposed to have an MRI today.
Yes, a contusion. He'll be back.
You gonna have an MRI? Today,
I wonder who they playing next week. I mean,
I got you right here. We're gonna get some games. I ain't gonna just give you Texas games, but
well, who Texas play next week? That's the question.
Let me see. I have to find out. That one of the ones I
thought you said I got it right here.
right here.
Games, man.
I got it right here. Right. Just not what you had.
Texas is. Yeah, there we go. All right, Texas plays Texas San Antonio. Perfect.
Oh yeah, they're
rebound.
going.
That's a perfect game.
Yeah, appreciate it, Todd. We got it.
Good.
And Texas Tech.
So, do you sit him?
Yeah, you definitely sit him.
Yeah, sit him.
No
it
doubt.
depends.
It depends.
How does you feel? How do you feel?
When I saw it on ESPN this morning, it said contusion. That's a bruise.
All right.
So
Yeah,
shit,
probably
nigga.
ice him up and
How do you
send him
feel?
And it's
And
none
it's
throwing.
off shoulder. So how do you? feel?
But to the point, if it's hurting a little bit, then you sit him against these people and bring them back for Texas Tech.
Yeah.
And then you probably only playing first half.
But also, what do you do then? Because your backup quarterback's ankle is fucked up.
You can put
Yeah, he was limping.
who they playing UTSA. You can't sleep on them because they're pretty deep. They're decent.
Right.
They're not like what they was the last couple of years.
Right.
But the three,
But you can get away.
The
get
third,
away.
Yeah,
quarterback
the third
gets
quarter.
done. At Texas,
Nigga, they played with a bum ankle on the second string quarterback and almost beat Bama. Their defense is loaded.
Their defense loaded.
That defense look really good. That's as advertised. I think they'll be all right.
I love their coach too. Gary Patterson was a motherfucker at TCU.
Yeah.
He was a
I
motherfucker.
thought it was still-
And he's still an analyst. He's not the D coordinator.
I thought he was the D coordinator.
He's the analyst.
I thought he don't call plays because they say
He's the analyst.
I'm confused. Like
So whatever the
No,
analyst
because you
do.
keep asking the same question.
because listen, when I was watching the game yesterday, they say he was calling plays.
He's the analyst. He's the analyst. But he don't. He's the analyst.
Blame the analyst.
I'm confused.
Blame whoever was analyzing the game yesterday. Say he was calling plays.
I don't know who that man just said. He the analyst. The analyst can't call plays.
Well, we were talking about
that's
Texas
what they said.
A&M. They play Miami this week. Who you got?
Texas A&M, Miami.
Nigga took
Texas
your
A&M.
pick 'em segment, nigga.
That's cool. I appreciate it. He
Bum
got,
ass pick 'em.
I
You
do
don't never do your job no more.
I do other things. I'm going to take Texas A&M.
Joe.
I'll take A&M.
And
Yeah, they had Kyle Fields.
TJ gonna
too.
fuck y'all up for not going with Miami.
I don't give a fuck with his rogue ass.
You got Auburn and Penn State.
Auburn
Penn
look like
State.
they suck, so I'm going Penn State. Where they
Yeah,
playing at? Where they
Penn
playing
State.
at?
I don't
Okay.
give a fuck. Penn State.
Auburn.
Auburn suck.
Georgia, South Carolina.
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay.
Whoever.
Damn.
Georgia.
South Carolina. BYU, Oregon.
BYU beat who yesterday?
BYU, nigga, they got bum nicks at quarterback. Nigga, if bum nicks start at quarterback, I'm always betting again. I don't give a fuck if them nigga playing little children of the corn.
They put up
He put up numbers
73
yesterday,
yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck? He do it. Y'all didn't seen this before, guys. Stop it.
No,
I'm not going against what you
Who they
saying.
played yesterday?
The commentator say you get the good Bo Nix, but then you get the bad Bo
No,
Nix
right.
every time.
He does.
But
Bo
They
Nix
played bad Bo Nix
every
on
year
the
throw
block,
for
goddamn.
300
like
yards.
Eastern Washington.
Every year he
I think they play Eastern Washington.
last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So every year he does the same thing. He gonna give you 200-300 yard games. He's gonna look superb. But then you're gonna get that 19 for 38, 194 yards, 2 interceptions, and 1 touchdown every time. Don't worry about it.
Who they play again? Penn State? Who
Yeah,
they?
Penn State. What you talking about? The Oregon game?
Yeah, my bad.
Shit, who they? BYU.
I'm going to BYU. And where they at? Where they at?
Oregon and Eugene.
I'm going with Oregon. I'm going with Bum.
Do y'all know that the quarterback that
Bo Nix.
BYU has now is their first black quarterback?
I can believe it. They're Mormon.
BYU.
Right, nigga. He's going to Brigham Young.
God,
You know?
I ain't know they had black Mormons.
Nigga shocked by that bitch.
There you go.
Florida State, Louisville.
Florida State.
That's a Friday night game.
Florida
Louisville
State.
Louisville looked bad last week. Real bad.
Yeah, Florida State.
Florida State, nigga. We back.
And last but not least, UAB Georgia Southern.
I'm so sick of UAB.
Georgia Southern beat who? Who? Oh, that was
Georgia
Georgia.
State just beat
Nebraska.
So that's not that Georgia.
No, it's Georgia Southern. I got
UAB.
UAB.
No, I'm sorry. It is Georgia Southern. My bad.
So that's the one who beat
that's
Nebraska.
That's who beat Nebraska yesterday.
UAB.
Because they got a good coach. Who they coach?
UAB.
Who they coach? What they playing?
Man,
Damn,
It's here. We
man,
going.
It's here. Who they?
We don't lose. We don't lose at home.
as long as it's not raining, because them boys carry the ball like an actual pig.
Yeah.
We don't lose at home unless it's Liberty. So I'm gonna go with UAB.
Yeah, UAB.
UAB.
Okay, good.
Go Black Week.
We going.
That's Black Week.
I don't know.
We
gotta
should.
go.
Well, I don't know if you.
I don't have to ask. I know where I'm going. Me and my boy, we got season tickets.
Yeah, and I know I see that. Yeah,
Yeah, I know my
yeah,
seat.
yeah.
I got 'em
Yeah,
too.
we don't
Don't-
sit on
don't-
concrete.
don't
nigga.
try to play.
Concrete sitting there.
I don't sit down. I move around.
Yeah, no, we sit
I'll
down.
move around too if I have.
Hey, why y'all
Right.
talking? Hey,
Hey, glass seat.
hey, why y'all talking?
Nigga, shit uncomfortable. You gotta move around.
Hey,
nigga.
listen.
We don't want to hear your joke, nigga.
No. But listen, why y'all
better be
talking?
good.
It will be. Why y'all talking that bullshit? My boy's in the skybox in that bitch.
Ooh. Oh, that's great. That's a good seat.
Trying to go sit in the skybox over there.
Go ahead.
You try to walk your ass in there.
I'm trying to go sit in the skybox with my boy, man.
Don't. Hey, listen. Don't worry about it.
I ain't gonna go to card though, bro.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
I'm
You
trying to
won't,
go eat all of the food for free.
you won't see Hoodoo.
Damn,
You won't see Hoodoo.
Yeah, you invite me to that.
Nebraska. They fired Scott Frost. Scott Frost was a great coach.
16 and 30 something.
Still think he a good coach. He did a great job with UCF. Went over to Nebraska, his alma mater. Went 16 for 31. While his time in Nebraska, they had enough. They lost to, we just said it, Georgia Southern. They got him out of there.
It was time. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's quick though.
Probably no. That boy been in
Well, it's 3
disappointment since
seasons,
day
huh?
one.
Never mind. 16 and 31 is time.
I think it was time.
And then you lost 2 games this year, one to who you shouldn't have lost to, and then last week in England, London, wherever it was at, a game that they wasn't supposed to lose. Yeah.
Do y'all think that we start seeing coaches? I know we talked about this before. Coaches get out of there, they chase the bag, they chase the money. But do you think from shit like an example of Scott Frost, do we start seeing coaches start being more loyal to the programs that they building?
Yes, because some coaches are only great coaches like in that area that they're in that level that they're in. Once you step up to that, Nebraska, Notre Dame, those teams like that, it's different.
But
I think it's different for him because he was Scott Frost the great at Nebraska.
No, right. It's
So for that, in that
Sentimental
instance,
value.
like I'm treating that different. That's a different scenario. But a regular coach who didn't go to Nebraska and start in Nebraska and win a lot of games in Nebraska, no, you can't just come here.
But
go stay where you was.
I look at it different from the standpoint of, like you say, it's different. But nigga, I can get way better players at Central Florida than I can at Nebraska. In Central Florida, nigga, Central Florida, didn't they beat Auburn that year? Yeah, they claim, nigga, this is not a bad place.
But
No,
that's
it's
why he
not.
thought he could do it at Nebraska.
No,
too.
you can't.
He know now.
Shit, nigga,
He know.
right.
and
that's what I'm saying.
Not even that.
And that's
it's different
back to
too,
my question.
because he's not playing the people he's playing either at Central Florida that he plays in Nebraska.
Right.
Yeah, but when
So
you
that's
when
the
you show
difference.
but when you show
'Cause
up to go
I think that he would beat Central Florida a whole lot if you do that.
when you go show up, Central Florida performed. They went and showed up against a number 8, 9 ranked Auburn team and they performed.
I agree. But I think that when you play, like, it's a lot of different factors. if you build that momentum up all year that you're great, you beating the fuck out of everybody you play, then you're gonna go up in this bowl game and play good. But if you get to Nebraska and you start off shitty, you're gonna be shitty. But I do think that if Nebraska plays Central Florida, they beat them.
I'm thinking no, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Not
This year, yeah.
Not now,
but
not
because he's not there.
yeah. But what he had there was. That's my point.
He should
Do you
just
need to
stay
start
his-
staying?
Yeah.
He should have
Sit
stayed
your
there.
ass
But
down.
then I see it be difficult because, like, you can go undefeated and not be mentioned in the playoffs.
Yeah. But if you do it in Nebraska, you're going to win the playoffs.
Yeah, but imagine if he would have went undefeated that next year after he beat Auburn.
Still-
Instead
That's
of
what
leaving.
they say,
Gotta
but
put you
who in
on
the
that
hell
shit.
going 24-0?
What you mean?
You got to go 20.
They loaded.
You got to go 2. Yeah.
They loaded.
That's hard. I mean, that's hard even if you load. It's still football.
Right. So then now you go to Nebraska and you be 16-31 and you get your ass fired.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying I see the frustration.
And
But
now
then-
you're going
but-
back to the
but-
Badlands.
But you go he gonna go get another good
Where?
a decent. I don't know. We gonna see.
No matter how
If he don't
I'm
get
on that
Another
if he don't do the
Central
route that Sarkeesian
Another
and
Central
Kiffin been doing, where he go be the analyst and hug up with
He'll
Saban
be
or
in
somebody,
Tuscaloosa.
then he got to go back to the Badlands.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to coach for Saban. For
Well,
a few years, make more money and-
I don't know if he have to do that because his rep one mess up.
Scott Frost.
Yeah,
He got to go do something.
I don't
Eric-
think it's the rep.
Everybody that did that analyst route with Alabama, it was to do their Kiffin. That nigga was crazy. Sarkeesian was the drunk.
I get what you.
So it be
Bill O'Brien.
Bill
right
O'Brien
now.
don't have a bad rep.
He did. He got kicked out of Houston.
Yeah, because he wasn't good.
That's a bad rep.
Yeah, but, all right. Scott Frost kicked out, so he was saying
no. I was
To the
talking about
point.
more off
Yeah,
the
yeah.
field.
Not that. Nah,
this. What I'm thinking, nigga. If you're a good coordinator at Alabama, you're gonna get the next opportunity.
you will.
Right. So that's why I'm not finna go to the fucking Marshall. Because if you be sorry at Marshall, shit,
sorry.
it ain't no more jobs coming.
I'm sorry.
I'll tell you one thing. This nigga better beat Georgia Southern. He gonna be on the hot seat, and I like to see that.
And
shit.
then we can get Scott Frost.
Oh, you get Bill Clark, goddamn.
Get Clark back.
Get Bill Clark.
Step back right.
Vincent, I
your
like you.
ass
He's a
is.
great man, man. A
Bill
great man.
Clark.
But hey, nigga, I'm tired of these bullshit
That nigga
ass
made
game
some
out of UAB,
questionable
man.
Decisions, but it is what it is.
What's
Yeah.
your thoughts on the expansion of the playoffs?
I like it.
Yeah, I love it.
I like it because
It makes it more competitive.
If UAB stop doing dumb shit, it'll give us an opportunity to sneak in.
Or does it give extra 3-4 more SEC teams back in?
That's gonna happen.
That as well as the players who were sitting out of the Rose Bowl and the Orange Bowl because it wasn't in the playoffs, they play.
They play now.
Yeah.
It's more
They got something to play for.
yeah,
Hell
I'm in the
yeah.
playoffs.
Because you
I
got
can
a
still. You've
opportunity
never
to go
saw
to the
nobody
next
who.
round.
You've never saw nobody who got into the
Sit out in the
playoffs
playoffs.
and sat out.
Somebody did it.
Let me know.
It was last year.
Who?
I gotta think.
Yeah, think on it.
Might have been a Georgia nigga.
Nope.
No.
He was hurt.
Yeah. Right.
He never.
And just decided. He was questionable. And
You're not getting into the playoffs and not.
It's
playing.
not no Cutchison, the nigga from South Carolina, that say no, I ain't playing in the bowl.
Hutchinson. Who that
I
is?
was about
But
to say who that.
You mean Hutchinson?
that
Yeah.
shit?
They
One
put a
of
whole-
them.
they put a
I got
whole
the-
K on it.
And they put that nigga on crutches. Then.
Right, goddamn.
Crutchins.
A cripple.
Hell, I got most of those right.
Yeah, the rest of
So y'all cool with the expansion? Some people say they don't like it.
I get it.
I wouldn't have went straight to 12, maybe 8.
I would have went by 12.
Yeah,
Well,
Give the buy to the top.
Right.
because now you don't have to
Buy
change
to
it for
the top.
15 years,
That's
rather
true.
than changing it in 2.
So,
and
so 14 is gonna have a bye, or how they gonna do it?
I don't know.
I would only get a top 2.
Top, right.
Yeah, everybody else
Maybe
play.
top 2, yeah. Everybody does play.
12, the top 2 play. I mean, the
Yeah.
top 10 play. Come join me over here, but I want to know how they structure it because
Because they say there's gonna be
it's
some home games,
and it only
right?
makes sense because NIL, nigga, it's about money. We always know that it's
It's
about
definitely
money.
about the money.
Yeah,
So, hey,
But
these
I
kids get
also
played.
think it's about the argument. It stops people. Oh, it's the SEC bias. We'll pay your ass in. Play it.
Make,
play it.
make,
That
make the way.
and it stops people from quitting. Not quitting, but
Sitting
I'm going
out.
to get ready for the draft. I don't like that at all. That's just
I hate it.
I don't like.
I
I'm
understand.
If I was a high school kid, I'd just start me
And I was looking
a
at-
nickname right now.
I was
Like,
looking at
nigga,
college
call
fo-
me Apple.
I was looking
You know
at college,
what I'm saying? Exxon.
college football final, and it was like if they'd have did this last year, probably 12 more top 20 picks who sat out would have played.
Yeah, I can see it. But
Maybe.
I think
maybe.
sometimes
I just
when
hope they
I'm on the
structure it
line-
around the bowls. Like they take the top 12
It
bowls
will,
and
I'm
make
sure.
that
That's
instead of like home games and shit. I don't want to see home games. I don't want to see Alabama in a home game in the playoffs. I don't.
But you kind of you think you kind of have to if it's so many. It's 12 teams.
You don't want the Birmingham
It's not-
Bowl to be a BCS bowl?
Right, so you got to add more bowls into it. I think that generates more money for
Now
those
you
smaller
get no
bowls.
tickets.
The content factor bowl.
Right. Give me
Can't
that.
wait. I'm ready.
Give me that. But I think it makes more bowls popular.
We're gonna get them niggas a USB card. Goddamn. Here you go.
Fuck around the Peach Bowl.
JS computer.
The Peach Bowl gonna be in the playoffs. The Peach Bowl. Think of another bowl in Texas
Cotton
or
Bowl.
the Cotton Bowl gonna be in the playoffs.
Outback
Yeah.
Bowl,
Out-
Gator Bowl.
Cotton already in there, ain't it?
I
Nah,
think
they
so.
just
It's
moved it
Rose,
around, like, for the
Fiesta,
championship,
Orange,
yeah.
and
Cotton.
Tostitos.
Sugar.
Sugar, yeah. So the Peach Bowl and the fucking Cotton Bowl and maybe 2 other bowls gotta get in there.
I
just
felt
to
like
be
the
a part
Cotton
of it.
Bowl is part of it.
It's not.
Don't it come
it's
in
not.
every?
No, it's just 4.
No.
They just rotate.
They
with
just
the
rotated the
Fiesta.
championship game. It was like the Cotton Bowl that time.
Fiesta, Orange, what I just said,
Sugar?
Sugar, and one more, Peach.
Rose.
Rose. That's the 4 that's in it. That it rotate to.
We saw that College Game Day. They added Pat McAfee to the Game Day crew. Y'all cool?
All,
They
I
get
like
ready.
Pat.
all because his podcast is amazing.
I like Pat.
Yeah, I ain't never listened to it,
Me
but
neither.
And this is Pat.
So how you
And
know
this
it's
is
amazing?
podcast.
Because that's what everybody says.
Well,
Everybody says.
I
You
mean,
gotta stop listening to everybody.
nah, I'm man.
That how you
before
he's a
before
funny-
his
yeah.
podcast, he
Yeah,
got
yeah.
300 broadcasting shows that he on. That
so
he
that's
do.
that says it. So I ain't.
Yeah, he has a
Well, what
big
I'm trying to figure out
personality.
is it time for Lee Carson?
Yeah,
That's what I'm going.
yeah. It's been time about 2-3 years.
We've been saying it for a minute.
And,
They be
um,
looking kind of sad, man.
yeah,
But
they just getting.
I
them
get it.
ready.
They can't force him out.
can't
Like I
force him
get it.
out.
They don't want to force him out. I don't want to see him force him out, but
It's time to change it.
Y'all,
Give him a change.
Y'all think they would force him out, or
Close
they're
that
like
door.
asking him?
They're just dialing his role back a little bit. You know, he don't have as much airtime as he would normally have. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where you can. It's just like when you were little and they didn't want to fire you, they just take you off the schedule.
yeah, yeah, don't do what you supposed to do.
Right. Just take you
Yeah,
off
I'm
the schedule.
cool with it.
You
We'll
want to
see.
work on Sunday?
Right.
I hope the core group stay the same,
Right.
and then they just maybe add him out, but don't get rid of Herb
Herb,
and Desmond Howard, Pollock.
Do y'all have a better that show or college football final with Jesse Palmer?
Oh, definitely.
Game day.
It's
Game
nothing
day.
like game day.
Final is good for what it is. It's the final.
Final,
Tell me
right.
about that. You perfect.
Everything's a battle. I just want to know what's the best.
Yeah,
That
that's
ain't
it.
even about it.
Y'all saw Le'Veon Bell. He knocked out Adrian Peterson, man.
I
That
want
nigga
you niggas
paused
to
in midair.
stop getting in that fucking ring.
Yeah, y'all gotta stop playing
You
boxing.
gotta
man.
stop
That shit
playing
ain't-
with that shit.
ain't what it do.
Well. To be fair, Adrian Peterson was knocking niggas out in the ring. This whole
Stop playing now, man.
Nah, he never-
Until
Nah, he
hell
know.
yeah.
But it's 2 of the same people, kind of.
yeah, but I'm way
Stop,
better than
man.
Le'Veon Bell
No.
in football.
Yeah. Just
But now you got knocked out, so now you can't
Now
ever
you-
say that.
Now you
Nigga
got
can't
this
even.
other
Nigga,
Hall of
I
Fame
got more
running back
rushing yards than you.
Adrian
Nigga, I
Peterson.
knocked your ass out.
Right.
Lay down. Get down and lay down.
Knocked out former running back Adrian Peterson.
Then he almost
Yeah.
made him on Tez ACL. You ain't see that shit?
He buckled.
He went to sleep. I know that.
Didn't Swaggy P box too? But like he's
want
like
to.
a boxer. Oh,
But that nigga did a spin move. Did you see that shit?
I ain't see that.
That nigga did a spin
I
move
ain't see
out
that.
there.
He need to box Blueface did. If that's the case.
No, that's who he was gonna fight. But
Oh, Blueface be boxing though.
Swaggy P was gonna fight Blueface, but they canceled it because all that trouble Blueface.
My
been
money on
getting in.
Blueface.
Blueface can't get a
Blueface, baby.
Yeah, he got a great
my money on
sparring partner.
Blueface,
Him and
yeah.
his girlfriends.
They
fight.
do it all the time.
They fight.
They do that shit for fun.
My
Nigga
God,
call
they
her
fight.
spar.
In public.
Swaggy P was gonna knuckle that nigga up.
And she don't do. I'm talking about she
She
come
with
with
it.
hands.
Pap pap. And
She
then walk
bringing
off.
her hands with her
She
wherever
pap
she
pap
go.
that nigga and walk off like
For
ain't
real.
nothing happened. Pap
That
pap
nigga
ain't
hands are
nothing.
always invited.
Right.
Boy.
Nigga, this
Real.
America.
Take her
Jack.
tooth out on the way to the car.
Boy, they-
Swaggy
Them
P
niggas on
gonna
some
kick
crazy
that
shit.
nigga ass.
Shine this
She got
bitch
a pull-out
up.
tooth, though.
Right, goddamn.
yeah.
I got enough.
Put her in the
now.
ring against Swaggy P and see what happens.
I'm going with her.
Yeah. That nigga hands work, boy.
Well, I guess they ain't gonna find it, but that's okay.
Good job.
that
NFL. Buffalo and the Rams started on Thursday.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that?
I think you can't put too much in that.
I think you
Yeah.
can.
NFL cool, man. It's just boring. I'm gonna just say it.
I like that game was boring.
I mean, it's cool, but it's boring.
compared to college football.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not.
compared
but
to
that
college.
game was exciting. to me. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I loved
Touchdown, boring.
Yeah.
I like them both. It's definitely a different style, but I'm not.
NFL
running
is
to it.
real great for naps. When you want a good Sunday nap, put that shit on, put on the Rams and whoever, and you gonna go to sleep.
Because the only thing is, it's only 1 or 2 NFL games you want to see per week.
That was
Nigga,
Your team and
nigga, I was up to
Friends.
like 1 watching Oregon play.
last night.
Some West Coast team.
BYU, somebody in BYU and whoever.
NFL
Yeah.
get great
Yeah.
when it's time for the playoffs.
yeah.
When it get cold.
Yeah.
Once it get cold,
Because them
it's
niggas go
good.
9-7 and win the Super Bowl.
Right. They get hot.
Eli Manning.